Welcome back to Boppin' Around with Ayesha
and Venus. Yay! Oh my gosh. I feel like we're in a much, well, at least I can speak for myself. We're in a much better mood this I said I'll speak for myself and then I proceed to speak for both of us. I'm in a much better mood this episode than last week's. Just everything was going wrong last week. Oh my God. Everything went wrong with that episode.
Right. You was very antsy last week.
No, and my nose was messed up. I was getting such bad allergies in my nose. I mean, I still kind of do. I am still feeling that a bit. I can't lie. But honestly, like, we didn't really know what our setup was going to be, how we were going to record. And then we lost basically all of the video besides like 10 minutes of it or something.
It was quite interesting.
So we're just going to hope that doesn't happen today.
It won't.
Yeah, we've done a few precautions. Yeah, I can see me in the mirror.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, so thank you for bearing with us, and hopefully going forward we will have no more technical difficulties.
Fingers crossed.
But obviously we do want to get our set cuter maybe eventually, but just bear with us for now. Also,
thank you
we're
for
live
joining.
on TikTok as well. Hi to our 0 viewers.
Okay. Either way, thank you for joining us.
Anyways.
It's lovely to have you on video, on live, on audio. Yeah. This is Boppin' Around.
Season 2, episode 2. Okay, so babe, how are you?
I'm fucking amazing. How are you?
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, hear me out. So
the update from last week's episode.
Oh, for the STIs?
Yeah.
So I have chlamydia. I got my results from the NHS. So I had two separate institutions within the NHS test me. One was at home and the other was in the clinic. The one in the clinic actually got back to me quicker, which is weird. They both said, hey, you know, you're negative for HIV and stuff, but you are positive for chlamydia. So
that's the update. Our girl got chlamydia.
I had to go back in the next day and get my meds.
Mm-hmm. And you've gone through the treatment. Yeah, okay. And how was that?
Honestly, it's so easy.
Yeah, it is.
Babe.
Are you going to do another test now to make sure it's gone? Because I think they recommend doing that.
Right, yeah. So
It
initially...
probably most likely is.
Yeah, no, definitely. At the beginning of last year, I was telling myself, in my line of work, I should be getting tested regularly anyway. So I'm going to be starting to do that now.
Yeah.
It was a wake-up call.
I think it was a wake-up call for you. Like, you've done so many tests, I feel like, in the past 2 weeks. And you've gotten so many different medications.
Right.
All sorts of, like, you know, what's it called? PrEP? Doxy PrEP? Is that what
close. Doxy
PrEP. I didn't really know there was a PrEP for chlamydia. I didn't know you could take something to prevent it. Like, wow. I don't know why. I just think I didn't know that.
It's interesting because it's supposedly a form of antibiotic. And I was fully like questioning the doctor and the nurse in the session. Like we was in the room for about a good 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think I told you this. So I went to the clinic and they said, hey, you're going to have to come back later because we're a bit busy now. So I thought, okay, let me go pop to PrEP, have a little bit to eat, and then I'll go back to, you know, the clinic. Did that. Well, actually, I went wasabi. That's what I did. I went to PrEP after. Wasabi was delicious. On my way to the clinic, they said, by the way, it's an hour and a bit wait. I was like, okay, it's fine. So I sat there, and you know, like those movies where everyone's in like a waiting room and you're like one of the last ones and you see everyone go one by one, and that happened to me. And then finally the nurse pops out and she's like, Ayesha Davis? I got up and I kid you fucking not. You know when you get up and you're like antsy and like clumsy and you knock everything over? That was me. I was knocking shit over. My power bank fell on the floor.
Jesus.
My jacket, everything. I'm like, and the nurse is looking at me. She's like, oh, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm just a bit nervous. And she's like, don't worry. She was very sweet because we went into the room and, you know, we spoke about everything. There's only one thing I didn't like about the entire 45 to an hour session that we had, right? Don't get me wrong, I got injected on both arms. Have you ever had those vaccinations?
I mean,
gonorrhea and...
The last time I was vaccinated for something was probably before I went to Thailand, I think.
For like Hep?
That was in 2017.
Yeah,
no, for
hepatitis.
Like, I don't even know what that was.
It was
for.
Hepatitis B probably.
Probably some random thing.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I've had any vaccine. Sorry, I've had the COVID vaccine. The fuck? I'm vaccinated. Sorry, yeah, that was it. The COVID vaccination. The
God.
2 vaccinations, mind you. Actually, one of them fucking hurt. I don't remember if it was the first or the second, but fucking hurt.
Right.
Actually, really fucking hurt.
Was it in an arm?
Yeah.
It probably because it went into your muscle.
Ooh.
Okay.
Anyways,
Did you hear her just now? So what happened was I got 2 vaccines. I got one for hepatitis B and I got one for gonorrhea and chlamydia. Now, both of them are intramuscular, meaning they have to put it inside your muscles, not just the fat. And that means it goes in a bit deeper. And they took blood from me. Trigger warning, blood. Now, you know, I was very nervous because I don't really like needles. I hate them. So give me your arm. We've got video now. So the nurse was taking blood.
We were talking about needles and blood last episode, and now we're talking
Babe,
about it again.
I've got a lot to talk about regarding needles.
God.
We'll get to that. So she takes my blood. Okay.
I'm already creeped. I can't. I really want to be able to do blood tests and give blood, but I don't know if you guys can really tell from this video, but you literally cannot see my veins. And it's the same thing with my sister. She's done a lot of blood tests, and every time they struggle to find a vein. Sometimes they have to send her home, and I just know it's the same for me. I've only done one blood test, and she did struggle a bit, but she got it, thank God. But literally, where are my veins? You just can't see them. Let me see yours. Yeah, see, I can see your fucking veins, and I'm just thinking, if I go in,
It's because I'm an athlete.
are my veins just gonna? I wish my vein could just pop out and be like,
Babe, I'm
ready for my blood test.
I'm an ex-athlete.
Rowing.
Yeah, she remembers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess that's more cardiovascular, right?
Yeah, it's arms and legs though, but mostly thighs.
I mean, I have fitness.
That's why my thighs are quite large.
Okay.
Because from puberty age, I was
Yeah.
pumping it. Sorry.
Right.
So,
anyways,
back to the needles and stuff. I was so nervous that as soon as she was taking out the blood and injecting me for my vaccines, I was just okay, talking about my cat. I'm gonna go home and hold my arm. Just hold it. So imagine you're the nurse. I'm literally hold it, looking away. I'm can't wait to go home to my cat. Oh my God, she's so fluffy. She's so cute. She's so adorable. She literally is so bare. Blah 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 blah. Talking about my cat all the way along, and then she's like, "Oh, you're done." I'm like, "Thank goodness."
You didn't even notice.
Didn't even notice.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Well, that's nice for you.
No, but that's the thing. The fear is in watching the needle go in, right? You know that there's a tiny pinch, but that will be over in a few seconds. Just don't look at it, right? So anyway, after all of this,
or the trying to get the needle in.
right?
Yeah,
For me, this is not an issue.
Because your veins are bulging.
Yeah.
So after that, you said?
Oh, after that, we just had a conversation about medication. I was quizzing them about what I should do, and about how I was asymptomatic. I didn't get any of the symptoms, whereas the person who...
Well, you did have the pain.
Okay, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
I did have symptoms. I told them I didn't.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's actually crazy to think about.
Ayesha's a liar.
You actually,
I've been lying this year.
You couldn't go to Pilates because you have pain down there.
Yeah. I know. Right, so...
Okay, well, babe, I'm just glad that, you were able to get the test done. Yeah, I'm glad that, you took your health into...
Finally.
You got your STI checks done, and
you
got your medication.
Let me tell you something funny. No, definitely. I felt actually very happy. My mum used to say when I was a kid, and I still do this, by the way, whenever I go to see a doctor or medical professions, I always have so much fun.
Oh.
Yeah. So whenever I don't have a nice time at the doctor's surgery, I'm actually quite upset. So after I've been to, to see the doctor or a nurse, always ask me how it was.
Because you love it.
Because I love it. And if I don't love it, that means I'm genuinely hurt inside.
Jesus Christ. That means, are you a little bit, what's it called again?
Masochist.
No, not masochist. No. What's it called? Munchausen.
Like my mum. What does that mean again?
I don't know what the exact meaning is.
She's a psychology major.
The exact
if you didn't
meaning,
know.
it basically just is you fake illnesses and
right.
you fake things for attention.
Well, I wouldn't say I have that, but rather I don't take my illnesses and I don't take it too seriously, and I tend to like laugh it off because I'm nervous. So when I'm with the doctor or nurse, I'm usually laughing off my all the bad stuff that's happening to me. So like, oh,
So you see it as therapy.
yeah, kind of. I'm
Okay.
like, oh, I guess I have chlamydia.
And were all
haha.
the staff really nice and everything that you dealt with?
So nice, babe. Honest to God,
Okay.
like the lady at the reception.
And all free?
All free. The lady at the reception.
NHS!
Amen. NHS. The lady at the reception, I told her I'm a sex worker. She's like, oh, hold on.
Oh, you actually told them?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course, I disclosed everything, yeah.
Interesting. And,
Yeah.
and what did they say?
They were super supportive.
Amazing.
Super supportive.
So they gave you all the relevant...
Everything.
That's really
Babe,
good.
that's why I was there for an hour. Like
Yeah,
we were
that's really
chatting.
good.
So the receptionist at the beginning, the first one I saw, she said, let's go somewhere private.
Oh, okay.
So, because this sounds kind of sensitive. Do you want to go somewhere private? I said, sure, I'd love that.
Oh.
So we went somewhere private, we had a little chat, and then I explained everything to her, and she was so helpful. She was like, okay, you're doing the right things, you booked the right appointments. Let's see if we can get everything done today, and that way we can save you time in the future, etc. When I saw the doctor, same thing, I told her and the nurse, I said, so let me just start from the beginning. I'm a sex worker. I started doing in-person sex work at the beginning of last year, and I've been meaning to stay safe, keep myself protected, but I haven't had the time. But now I've had a kind of a wake-up call, and I might have chlamydia, and that's why we're here. Is it possible for me to get the vaccines? They said, hey, we can get you both vaccines done right now if you want. I said, please, give it to me. So they done the vaccine, they took my blood. We had our chat about everything. I said, let's sit down and calculate. I said, most of the time I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. When do I take which medication, etc., etc. Super helpful. And, I was just very happy with my experience there. Like, I was beaming. I sent her a voice note.
I thought you were pissed off when you left, though.
No, I was so happy.
Oh, when you got the results, you were pissed off.
No.
You said you were. You were like texting me and Helen, and you were like really not okay.
I was pissed off probably at something else, probably.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't pissed off at the results. I don't think so. Maybe I was more like stressed about it because I'm just calculating, am I going to be well in time for work? Basically, they give you this interesting tube. So imagine this. You see this non-branded can, right? It's about a little bit bigger than this. You're supposed to put your tubes inside it. You put your pee inside it. You put your poo swab inside it. Poop. Rectal swab, oral swab, and urine sample. So what you do is, you pee in a little tube. They have a fucking hole in the room where you put the tube and it sucks it up like it's the future and it goes flying away. Babe, how are you telling me? She told me about this and I put the tube down and it didn't work, and I was playing around with it for a good minute or two. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't work. Okay, let me just tidy up any mess I made, pick up all of the bits of trash, put it in the bin, and then I'm getting ready, putting my clothes back on. And I look around and I'm like, fuck, where's the tube gone? What the fuck? And I'm like losing my mind. What the fuck happened? Where's the tube gone? Then I told myself, calm down. It probably went up the hole,
So they just sucked it up. It's like one of those rubbish chutes. Like
yeah.
That's so interesting.
Fucking
So
cool.
it went up to like the lab or something.
Yeah. And
Goodbye piss, goodbye poop.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I went running out to the receptionist. I'm like, it's gone. She's like, don't worry.
It's gone. Oh no.
My results. It's broken.
Wow. Well, babe, I'm really glad you had a great experience. I'm just remembering a time when I went to the GP to get my girl down there checked.
Right.
And it went so weird. Like, literally, it went so strange. I can't, you know what? I literally left I left a bad review for this doctor. I never went back to that surgery again. It was just such a weird, she didn't remember how to do anything. She had to call another nurse into the room while my fucking vagina is just spread open, and she's
No, that's really fucked
and I was
up.
like, great, another person is in here looking at me, and then she's making comments about how it looks and what's going on down there, and then she was like, she made really strange comments about contraception and being almost judging me. It was really weird. And then after all that, turns out she didn't even label my test properly. So my results came... I didn't get any fucking results. I remember calling up the surgery. I was like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my results. They're like, oh, yeah, it came back invalid. It wasn't labeled properly. And I was like, fucking serious? Are you fuck?
I'm sorry that happened. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's awful. I feel like that's why I'm so happy you had a good experience. And also, this was just a general GP. I feel like, you went to the right place, STI clinic. They know what they're doing. So,
Babe, the doctor was so gentle.
Live restricted because I talked about.
Oh.
Because I talked about.
See, that's patriarchal society for you.
Anyhows, yeah, babe, you're clean. Hopefully.
Are you clean?
I do want to do a test, definitely.
Okay.
But like, I think most likely yes. But like, I'm gonna get my boyfriend to do it as well.
Can we talk about something? Mm-hmm. It's a bit more about needles too, but it's an update on my.
Oh yes, this is quite an update episode.
Update.
Yeah, go on.
So, before I actually jump into the big news, let me give you the little news first. I had a dream with Venus in the dream. I had a dream with Venus in the dream.
Okay, yeah, you told me this morning, and I was like, oh, what was I doing?
So
throwing it back.
Surprisingly, not for once. She wasn't. We was just like standing in like an apartment, kind of not necessarily like this, but more lower down, and we were looking out the window. I think we were in Thailand, and you had your hair like this, and then
Thailand.
Yeah, I was looking out the window, and then I saw this girl, and she was so gorgeous, and I was like,
it wasn't me.
No, but hear me out. I was like, oh my god, she's so fit, she's literally my type, and her hair was like crazy curly, but it was jet black, and then she was like, Venus was like, oh yeah, it kind of looks like mine, doesn't it? And I'm like, I looked at her and I was like, okay.
Nice try, bitch. You wish, bitch. You wish.
That was basically it.
Oh, right. Great. Okay, lovely. And no more to the story?
That was it, basically.
No more to the story?
No.
Okay. Well, that's lovely. Thanks for sharing that with us.
No, the thing is, like...
I feel like I'm literally... Okay, no, I was about to say I feel like I'm interviewing you. I'm like, okay, now what's the next update? My little girl.
I just wanted to, like, talk about my bisexuality / pansexuality a bit.
Oh.
Weird, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Basically, I'm supposed to be filming some content in a few days. And what it relates to is the fact that I'm having dreams of women and about how I like them. Mm-hmm. But then I'm also feeling flustered. And I'll tell you about what was on the group chat now. Okay. So this person that I met on a dating app, we haven't met in person just yet. But they... we've been chatting, we're going to be seeing each other. I let them know we will be filming. That's the main cause of our meet,
She's getting her content done.
Amen.
That OF content.
Amen. And, he said, oh, do you mind sending me some pics, because we've been doing that, exchanging pics. He sent me a fuck ton of media. Safe for work, obviously.
Okay. Obviously, the fuck.
Yeah, and then I sent him like 1 or 2 not safe for work, and he loved it. And then he asked me, do you want to see anything from me? And I said, yeah, I want to see you jorking your paneer. Okay. Right? Yeah. See, that's safe for work, right? Yeah. So I said, jork your paneer for me. About 20 minutes later...
Paneer is crazy.
No, literally. Me and Sadie are like about to start playing our horror game, right? And I said to Sadie, we need to play earlier because I need to be up tomorrow. We need to film for the podcast, right? So... Sadie's, munching their food down. As Sadie's gobbling their food down, the man sends back media. But it's so funny because he done everything I asked for. And he... Bitch. He wrote my name on a piece of paper with a heart. Oh. And I was like, oh, that's actually so cute. What the fuck?
And then you fell in love.
No.
And now you're going steady.
I'm not in love, but he definitely is.
Because when you texted me and Helen saying I have a story for you guys, it was like he wrote your name.
Wrote my name when he was doing crazy stuff.
While he was jorking the paneer.
Yes.
Wow. So he basically labeled his paneer for you. He put your name on it.
Yeah.
Okay. This should be an interesting meet. When are you meeting him?
Thursday.
Okay. I'm actually intrigued to see him.
I'm very interested.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Text your coordinates at all times.
Of course.
And yeah, so he's not paying. He's just coming.
Yes, exactly.
And he knows what he has to do. He knows what he has to do. Okay, very good. I think me personally, we're going back to how I'm doing. I love how some episodes it's like I talk so much, other episodes you talk so much, depending on what's going on.
A big time,
And,
yeah,
you know,
it's very good.
I think I'm feeling quite motivated at the moment to really, you know, get my business back up and running.
Okay.
In terms of OF and really like figure out my content streams. I'm going live on TikTok on one of my accounts. Now this weekend we did have a little get together. We did a tarot card reading
so
at our
fun.
friend's house. And wine was drank. Wine was drinked and wine was drunk. And let's just say I probably had a bit too much wine and it really does affect my productivity overall. And when you
Same.
work for yourself, it's like one of those things, like you just have to be conscious of it because
Yeah.
I think like a couple glass, like 2-3 glasses of wine would have been fine, right? But there was a lot of wine.
We had like 5 or 6 bottles.
So I was feeling it yesterday. Like the thing is, I just hate being hungover for more than one day. Like I was still hungover yesterday, and it's just awful. It feels like a part of your brain is like stuck. Like you can't think. It like blocks probably something in you, like your chakras or.
Babe, you feel
Even,
the brain
like,
fog.
I just don't like I get headaches. Like that's my biggest symptom from being hungover is headaches, and yeah, it's brain fog as well, isn't it?
Mine is being moody.
Yeah, and you feel just a little bit more like depressed, basically.
Yeah. Sensitive
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
to like stimuli.
And right now I can't be having that right now. Like January is crunch time for me. I need to get things back up and running. I need to get like that good productivity, grab it with my business, you know, and get the money up. So
Get the money up, honey.
yeah. But it's
Bust
good to
down.
just notice these things, and I shouldn't judge myself too harsh.
No, definitely not.
Because I love to drink, you know. I like to have a good time. You like to drink.
Can I talk to you about what your tarot
But
card...
I have to be mindful.
Okay, she will be mindful. Do you know why? Because genuinely, I want to tell you about your Venus. You got one card and it was temperance.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. So yes, like the thing is, okay, this is actually a funny note. So our friend was hosting and let's just call her B. I don't know if she wants to be named, so we'll call her B. B was hosting and she was going to be reading us all our tarot cards. So we
Right.
had to ask her a question and she'd pull out a card. Now, let's just say that because I went last, we all were kind of a little bit faded at that point. And my reading wasn't really done accurately because, like, at this point, the girl was, you know, she was, what was it? Man down. So I was like, oh no, I need my reading. Because she was able to give a good summary for all you guys. But then for mine, she was like going to the book, trying to look for it. And I was like, oh, mine's done. Like, what is it? You're done, you're cooked. But anyways, I was getting all you guys to like try and search it up and it was just really funny. But I pulled, for me, she pulled the Knight of Pentacles, is it?
And temperance.
And Temperance. So, I mean, I don't really know tarot, so you kind of know it.
I don't remember what Knight of Cups means, but I remember what...
Knight of Cups or Pentacles? Which one did I get?
Knight of Cups.
No.
There's no such thing as Knight of Pentacles.
Kenny told me I got something different. That I got like Knight of Petals or Pentals. Or...
You might have got something of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, maybe?
Anyways, what's Temperance? Tell me.
Temperance.
Because the meaning that I took from the night was that I'm perfect. That's literally all I got.
So, okay, you're close, actually. Temperance, in the question that you asked, right, she kind of asked, what can she expect from all the consistency and discipline that she's been putting into her work recently?
Or if I keep putting it in, will it equal financial reward?
Right. So, Temperance was telling her that day...
So I'm just checking them. Like, yeah, go on.
Temperance was telling her, it will be worth it, but you must keep the direction that you're on, keep the consistency, keep the discipline, right? And I could see from B's face that because she wasn't like sober, she was trying her best to kind of explain it, and I kind of knew what she wanted to say anyway, and I feel like that's what she was going to say if she was sober. Just maintain direction, steady sailing, and it will all be worth it.
Yeah.
Big time.
Which was nice to hear.
Yeah, definitely.
And what was yours?
I had the 8 of Pentacles, basically, and I'm going to tell you something. I don't remember specifically what it means, but I was speaking to Sadie. Shout out Sadie, little bitch. I was telling Sadie how I was so excited for tarot night. But what's funny is that by the time the night got closer and it got to my turn to be asked the question, I didn't actually want my reading done.
Yeah, because I thought that like you were gonna ask something completely different and Kenny was gonna ask something completely different. That's why I was like positioning myself into everyone's readings, because I was like, how does this apply to me? If it applies to you, let me see how that will affect both of us together. Or like I was like, I thought you were gonna ask it something different.
Right.
So you were like, I actually don't even want this done now.
Because I was kind of like, I know where I'm heading and I know what I want and I'm so determined to get it that I don't really want my reading because I don't know what to ask, right? Everyone was kind of having fun. Everyone was a bit tipsy, everyone's screaming and shouting. And at one point, I think Kenny was like, guys, maybe we should calm down and quiet down, let Ayesha think. And I was like, no. I need everyone to keep being chaotic because then I can meditate quickly, focus and grab a thought from the air. And then I just, meditated a little bit. Like I did grab a thought from the air and I was like, okay, if anyone can see my pits, I haven't shaved. Do you like it? Sorry.
That's enough.
Right. So I was like abundance, basically. I was asking about abundance and how I can expect abundance to come in any form, whether it's friendship, whether it's money, whether it's family, whether it's my health, etc., whether it's like traveling. And the reading, I think, was you can expect abundance from everywhere, kind of, which, can be very generic, but I think it's also down to you to kind of interpret it your way because that's what we will be pushing. Whatever energy we are putting out is what we're going to get back, right? So whether we interpret it in a certain way, that's what we're going to get back. So for me, I was just like, yeah, I know. Then I was thinking B said, you've got a little secret, haven't you? And I was sitting there and I was like, shit, do I? She was like, you got a secret? And I was like, I don't think so. And I was trying to think for the next day and a half. I was like, is there something that's secretive? I don't know. It was probably hormones.
Right.
The only people who know about it is you, Sadie, maybe Kenny.
Okay.
And Clem from the internet. She's a doll who lives in Bournemouth.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out Clem.
Right, I see. So she was reading something through you.
Probably, yeah.
Your face does tell 1,000 pictures. Is that a saying? I don't know.
1,000 words.
Yeah, well, look, it's only January the 13th and the night is still young, as they say.
How's your year been?
Shut the fuck up.
No, mine's been fabulous.
Oh, it's the way you said how's your year been. Like, my year has not been. It's been like not even 2 weeks yet.
I know, it's wild. My dad's birthday was the other day. I bought him a box of chocolates, some flowers.
Can I say, I thought that your question was gonna be this is what I thought your question was gonna be for the tarot.
Okay.
I actually thought you were gonna ask something along the lines of leaving your family. I thought that was gonna be
right.
And then for Kenny, I thought was gonna be a bit more specific as well to do with him. But yeah, I really thought you were gonna, but you already kind of know the answers, right?
Right.
So you kind of just wanted a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before, in the past, if I ever needed an answer to a question like that, I would have probably, gone and tried to get my tarot done or something. But now I'm just I know definitely what I want.
Yeah.
Right? I have my plans and I have no other choice because this is who I am. You have to find out or reshape your identity to what your goals are. And not focus on the goals necessarily, but focus on you and your identity. If your identity is saying, oh, I'm a content creator, oh, I'm a podcast host, or I'm this and that, what habits and what actions and what behaviors does that type of person have or carry out, right? A content creator might be uploading every day, responding to comments, interacting. Podcast host will be talking on a podcast, learning more about the topics and engaging, etc., whatever. And for me, it's I can't do any of that living at my parents' home anyway. I'm going to have to leave regardless. If it then comes down to my gender identity or orientation, sure, the hormones are there. which is what I want to talk about. Was the big thing, is the big update. So let's talk about that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys didn't know, last week we spoke about hormones. Now, I ordered mine off the internet. It's DIY. A lot of people do have to do DIY because the waiting list on the NHS is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm doing my research. I have been doing my research for... I started... Genuinely, I did start my research into hormones when I was actually in my last relationship.
Okay, yeah.
The time when I started to thoroughly look into it was... was about 5 to 6 months ago. When I started to tell myself, okay, maybe I need to start looking into it more. And recently, I really nosedived into understanding what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be taking the medication, how it will affect me, any precautions I should take, whether it's the actual physical safety aspects or whether it's any emotional or mental effects that I might notice along the way, stuff like that. So let's talk about when the package came. So I was in the living room.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Literally, I was reading my book. I just had breakfast. Right, not dinner. I had breakfast. I was reading my book. My mum comes in and she's like, "Here, there's a package for you." And it was a very small package. And I was like, "Oh, I've never seen anything like this before. Most of my packages come from Amazon and this is obviously not that." Excuse me. So I was just like, this must be the hormones. I run upstairs, I open the package and I look at it and I'm hella confused because it's about this big, which is about 2.5 inches big, the box. And it says rose oil skincare.
And it comes as a liquid. Yeah. Okay.
Right. And I was like, rose oil skincare? What the hell? What the helly? I open the box, and it's still got more skincare packaging stuff. And I open it and I look at it and it says, it looks like a vial for hormones. Right? But it says rose oil. And I'm like kind of confused. And I'm looking around. And then I look at it even more closely. And I see that there's a barcode kind of faint underneath the sticker. And I thought, okay. I peel off the sticker. And you notice that once you peel it off, the sticker was placed there intentionally. The sticker itself isn't even that sticky. So it comes off very nicely. No mess. Took it off. And there it is, all the scientific information, estradiol, unclidite, etc., 8 milliliters or whatever, blah, 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 the grams, the moles, whatever. And I was like, damn, it's happening. It's happening.
God, wow.
Yeah. And then I ripped that shit open and I just chugged it down.
And now she has fully transitioned. So when do you think then you're going to start it?
Hopefully within the next week.
Wow.
The only issue is I can't be smoking and vaping.
Yeah.
Increases
and
the
this
risk
girl
of blood clot.
here, she smokes a lot daily. I mean, hello, she's supposed to be vaping right now. I don't want you to get a blood clot, mama.
Blood clot, pussy clot, 20 chicken nuggets, get my protein. I don't know how it goes.
I can't hit my protein.
Sausage.
But that was...
No, because that's my stim, I've been...
Well, it's exciting. Babe, I'm excited for you. I'm so
Thank
excited
you.
for you. I mean, obviously I've had it before, but yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh,
Let me just say, I think I clocked last night why I have so many mirrors in my room.
because you a bad bitch and you need to look at yourself.
Damn, okay. Thank you. No, because I just want to look at myself and just be content with the progress I've made socially and physically so far. And can you see I straightened my hair?
Yeah.
So I straightened my hair last night. And Sadie called me. Well, one of us called each other. And then Sadie's like, "You straightening your hair?" I'm like, "Yeah." And Sadie's like, "Whoa, sis, your hair is long." And I'm like, "I know."
Hey.
And I've been looking in the mirror and I'm just so happy because there's dysphoria that eats away at you. And then you feel the dysphoria eating away at you. And then you look in the mirror and you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
You feel kind of... There's this video I tagged you in after the podcast. We'll watch it together. And the video is about a trans man and their dysphoria. But it's like a cartoon. And I was like, wow, that's actually how dysphoria feels like,
Yeah.
And essentially what it's trying to show is that your whole body just vibrates with disgust and self-loathing. And it's just out of nowhere. You know, like I might be chilling, you know, whatever, and then all of a sudden, in my heart, it just like vibrates throughout my whole body, and I just feel like I feel icky, feel disgusting, and then the whole thought of like, oh, you know, suicidal thoughts, trigger warning, comes up into your head. Like, what's the point? You know, I'm never gonna make it. You know, you will make it. Don't worry. But you know, every trans person has those thoughts now and then. No matter how far along you are in your transition, the dysphoria will always be there. But that's fine. That's just as a result of how society has conditioned us, which is a whole nother topic, to make people feel bad for wanting to be who they are.
Would you compare gender dysphoria to body dysmorphia in a sense?
Slightly, yeah.
Because I'm just thinking now, dysphoria and dysmorphia. How is, like, what's the difference between those two words?
So dysphoria and dysmorphia, I think they are quite similar. But
dysphoria is more internal, whereas dysmorphia is more how you view it.
Is both.
How you see yourself.
It's physical and internal and external. Yeah. I feel like
they're just different uses of...
With dysmorphia, the issue might physically not actually be there. With dysphoria, it's the issue is there.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So like, for a lot of dolls out there, their dysphoria might relate to how they sound, how they look, whether it's up here, down below. And it's funny because I saw this video of this girl talking on TikTok about how you shouldn't feel bad about what you have underneath your clothes, because the only people who are going to see that are people that you allow yourself to be intimate with. So don't you feel bad about that?
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, damn, preach, girl.
Yeah. It's crazy too, because it's like, you can literally be... Like, even, let's just say me, for example, like, you can literally be with someone and they, you know, they love every single thing about you and tell you that tell you that you're beautiful and, like, la la la, but ultimately, like, it's, like, weird. It's, like, I feel like we've been conditioned to, like, not believe that that's enough. Even, like, it's, like, crazy, too, because, like, I'll still deal with, like, certain, like, body insecurities or dysmorphia or whatever, and it's just kind of interesting when you put it in perspective. Like, it really it really doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like, what's the point? Like, there's no, like, why am I trying to seek, I guess, everyone's approval
and validation
when I can just have my own, when I can just approve and validate myself, and then it's like I literally am with someone who's doing that too. I don't know. It's just interesting how the brain works.
It's big. I'm glad you said that.
How we've been conditioned to believe, and obviously it's different, you know, in a sense of like gender dysphoria is a whole other thing, but yeah, it's like if you're happy with yourself.
I'm becoming more and more happy with myself.
Because essentially, like, if you take the positive, this is, like, kind of sad in a sense, but, like, if you take the positive comments too much in, then you're also going to take the hate and the negativity in as well. Whereas if you just kind of keep it good, like, I know who I am, like, I'm happy with myself, then anyone else's comments, whether they're really good or bad, like, you take the good and it's like, okay, that's great, but you don't let it get to you. You don't take it in too much. Like, you kind of just
form of
keep
protection,
people's voices a little bit outside. Yeah.
And one thing I want to add to that is, you know, in terms of like, when I see myself in the mirror, you know, I realized I had the mirrors
God
there.
Complex hits.
Whoa.
I do love when that happens, you know, when you're really feeling yourself. Like,
big like, time, yeah. I'm just very happy, especially with like, you know, the progress of like my laser, you know, the growth of my hair. And one thing that really shines for me is, like I said, I'll be feeling shit and I'll look in the mirror. And what I do is actually, if I'm sitting at my computer and then I'm feeling shit, I usually like lean back and I look in the mirror and I go, what's up, sexy?
I love that! What's up, sexy? That's like, what's that? Laura Girl Pussycat Dolls, I was actually listening to it this morning.
Yeah.
It doesn't start off, it's like, what's up, sexy? And you don't care what they say, because they say every time you turn around, they're screaming your name.
Okay.
Now I've got a confession. Podcast becomes a singing show. When I was younger, wanted attention. Okay, anyways. Cut. I did have a story that I wanted to say on the podcast like 3 weeks ago. Okay, so this is like a bit of a complete switcheroony of topics.
What's happening?
Switcheroony? I never said that word in my life. Right, I'm going to take us back. This is just a little funny story, although I will say, you might hear this and be like, oh God, that's awful. But like, to me, just know I find it funny, okay?
Right.
So let's take us back to Christmas Day 2025.
Okay.
It was such a long, long time ago.
Sure.
I was just a wee lad. No. So, right, it's Christmas Day, obviously a few weeks ago, and, you know, spent the whole day with my family, lovely day. Now, my parents always watch the news at night. I remember over the years, I never wanted to watch it, right? Because I was young and didn't really care about the news. Now, obviously, lately in my life, I feel like I'm more drawn to knowing what's going on, okay? So I was kind of like, let's put on the news. Let's put on the news, guys. I want to watch the news. Right, so on Christmas Day, it was a very, very short news. I think it was like a 5-minute news. And, you know, the presenter comes on, it's a man, he's going through the different topics, okay? And we're just sitting there, me and my parents, we're just sitting there watching, right? La, la, la. And then he's about to end the news, this presenter, and I don't know what, something just like clicks in my head. And I'm like, I have seen this face before. It was like something just like clicked in my brain. And I turned to my parents and I'm like, what's that guy's name? Do you guys know him? And then I think my mom is like, oh, what's his name? What's his name? And then they're trying to like scramble for his name, and then they give it to me, right? And I'm still not really too certain like what, like if I'm still kind of, it's still a bit of a blur for me. And then I'm like, how old is he? Like, and then they're like, oh, I think he's like 30. And I was like, oh my God, things were starting to like, the wheels were turning. And then my mom was like, oh, yeah, he's lovely, isn't he? Oh, he's lovely. Yeah, he's great. And then like she turns to my dad, they're like, yeah, no, he's great. He's great. We love him. Like, they didn't say we love him. They were like, yeah, he's lovely. He's great. He's lovely. And then I'm just like, hold on, like, I think I went on a date with him like 10 years ago. Now, I didn't say this to them at the time, but I'm like, I think I went on a date with this man 10 years ago, and it went really wrong. So I'm Googling and I'm like, oh my God, no, it's definitely him. It's 100% him.
Fuck.
And basically, it's just funny to me because I went on a date with this man and he told me he worked for this news company, right? And I was like, oh my God, no way, that's crazy. But then like, this was 10 years ago. This was like 2016. And when I think about it now, I'm like, I think I thought maybe I would like see him on the news or hear him or something over the years, but I never did. And then the one time I sit down to fucking watch the fucking news, it's like he's presenting it. Anyways, guys, this date, like, we went, so I was like 21 at the time, literally a baby, okay? I was still very new to like the dating world.
Right.
And we went out for drinks, and like, I couldn't even tell you really what we were chatting about or how that was going. But then I think we moved from one bar to the next, and we kissed, right? And the kiss was bad. I remember not liking it. I remember not liking the kiss. But then like I was kind of drunk, whatever, I decided to go back to his house. Now it was almost like as soon as I got to his house that I sobered up and I was like, why am I here? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to do this. Anyways, we proceed to like, this is where it's kind of a blur for me. Did we get together at this, I'm thinking in that same night? I can't remember if maybe we did and then he tried to make it happen again, or if we didn't actually like get together like that night. But all I remember and all I know for a fact is that he was really trying to make it happen. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe we did have sex. And then maybe it was very quick or something, and then I was like, oh my God, no, I don't even want to do this anymore. And then he was still trying to make it happen after that. I'm not sure, but all I know is that I pretended to be asleep. I closed my eyes, I pretended to be asleep, and he was like, I know you're not asleep.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah. Have I never told you this story before?
I feel like I've heard this story.
I've told this story over the years. So then to see his fucking face on the fucking Christmas Day news, I was like...
That's gross.
Because I've never come across him since. And you know what? I remember telling my friend this story back like 10 years ago when it happened, and she was she's like, you need to write a letter to the news station and to talk like about him.
She's so...
Anyways,
I love her.
Yeah, and then like I was pretending to be asleep because I just didn't want to do anything. And this was around the time that like consent was starting to be talked about, but not really. Like, it wasn't really as talked about.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't want to say that he did unconsensual things, but like I clearly wasn't saying yes, you know what I mean?
And it was very pushy.
And I remember him specifically like trying to like touch me and do a bunch of like trying to fucking like, you know, like while I was just like turned over, like he was
right.
forcing it, you know what I mean? He was forcing it. And then yeah, I actually remember how I felt that night. Like I felt really like, oh my god, like I want to leave, I want to get out of here, but like I don't even know where I am right now. Like, how would I even get home? I'm just gonna have to sleep here for the night. And then
that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's just like, and then the next morning I remember I was like, well, maybe I should just do it anyway. So then we did, and then like he dropped me home, and I remember I kissed him goodbye, and it was just like and then the thing is, he was literally outside my fucking house, and that's why I thought it was so funny that my mom and dad were like, oh yeah, he's lovely. Anyways, I decided to tell them that I went on a date with him. I didn't go into the details, and I knew that I couldn't go into the details, but like I was just like, no, he was giving red flags, and they were like, well, what does that mean? Just yeah, and then I was like, yeah, he dropped me home. He was outside this house, and then my mom was like, oh, that's really nice, but like, huh? Like I don't understand, why was he bad? And then I realized like, okay, I didn't really know how I was gonna like be able to describe why he was not great to them. Anyways, let's just hope that he's
changed.
Yeah. I think my mom said he's married or something. Crazy how time goes.
Good luck
by.
to his wife.
But anyways, yeah, just a very dodgy experience with him at the time. And then, yeah, I love when you have a kind of a strange, slightly weirdly unconsensual experience with someone, and then you see them presenting the news on Christmas Day. Ireland is so small.
Wow. That is crazy. I'm sorry that happened. And the bad kissing is the... I don't think it... I mean, I'm not surprised.
I just thought it was funny, like, at first, because, you know...
Creepy person.
It was just like, what are the chances? But also, yeah, as I said, Ireland is a small place.
I have no words.
Yeah, it was one of those types of things.
Honestly, babe, like...
And you know what? It's like my memory isn't even fully clear. And did I ever let him know afterwards how I felt about the whole thing? I don't know. But yeah, it was very like, you're in my house. Like, you should have sex with me. Like, that's kind of what it... Like, or like, you came to my house. Like, I bought you drinks, so you should have sex with me.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, pretty friend.
Funny story. Funny story. Don't worry about me. I've told like other people about that, and they've been like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like that's awful. And I'm like, no, like I know that like that night itself, yeah, not great at all, but how I perceived the whole thing of seeing him on the news is very funny. Anyways, like we've been chatting for a bit wild. Now. We've been chatting for a bit, you know.
Yeah, about an hour.
Anyways, we appreciate you guys for listening to episode 2 of season 2.
Damn.
Send Ayesha your good wishes for her starting hormones.
Thank you. Please do.
And let us know what you want us to talk about.
And also just please don't forget to tell Venus about how beautiful her curly hair is.
That's really sweet.
No, genuinely it is, because I actually felt bad when I woke up from my dream and I was...
people were... Oh, yeah.
And sorry. I was like...
People on YouTube, like, it's funny. I literally put a caption over I posted, like, just a video about my hair, you know, because that's what I post a lot of hair-related videos, and I was like, good hair day. And, like, it's not even, like, I really specifically actually thought that my hair looked amazing, but anyways, people proceed to tell me that my hair looked shit. My hair looked dead. You know, I can't even fully disagree, because sometimes it doesn't look like it looks kind of flat.
It looked cute in that video.
But it's the lighting as well, I'm telling you.
You have very nice hair.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
Have you heard of this girl called Alana Cole?
Yeah! Bitch, I literally spoke to her on a web chat and everything. I'm literally...
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was watching a video of hers last night, and then she had like...
Oh my god, our worlds are intercepting.
No, literally Melrose, Alana Cole.
I remember I asked her before, I was like, should I speak Irish in my videos? Would that be a good niche? She's like, yeah, you could try it.
I mean, she can be helpful.
No, so she, like... Yeah. Especially in 2024, she blew up from doing try-on hauls, transparent try-on hauls on YouTube, and then like we were all doing them. Remember how I told you? And they were doing so well, and YouTube like didn't really crack down on it until late 2024.
She spoke about
and
that as well.
The whole thing changed.
Yeah.
But her and like 3 other girls, they would do like these web chats where we'd all join and get tips and tricks and stuff.
That's really sweet.
But yeah, I don't really see much from them at the moment.
No, I totally get you.
I think this industry as well kind of like ebbs and flows depending on what's like trending at the moment and what advice people can offer. Like the YouTube try-ons were actually so fun. They did really well for me as well.
I wish
but
I was
it was
doing
risky.
that, yeah.
It was very risky.
I was
basically
wait.
naked on YouTube.
So about Alana Cole, specifically what I wanted to say is I was watching a video of hers. She just came back she was doing a little vlog. First part of it, her hair is curly. And I was like, it's so funny because I was straightening my hair at that time. And I was like, I love my straight hair. But I was looking at her and I thought, wow, some people can really pull off curly hair, you know? And I thought to myself, curly hair is actually beautiful. Like the next scene in the video, her hair was fucking straight. And I was like, what?
Yeah, she does tend to have either straight or curly hair.
I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Did I just get catfished or something? Like, but she made a really good video that I watched.
People change their hair, babe.
No, I know. I love her. She's so hot.
Yeah, she is.
No, because tell me why she was making this video about, you know, doing a little tutorial about the poses that she likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, at first I was like, okay, girl. And then as she was going through it, I was like, damn, making me feel some kind of way. And I was awkward.
I mean,
I'm
you
flustered.
do like girls. She likes girls too. She has a wife. She's married.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You? How did you find her? Just through YouTube?
Yeah, no, of course. I've been aware of her for a while now, but I recently was like watching specific videos, and it was about like a tip menu.
Tits.
Not tits. Tip. Not the tip of a paneer, but the tip menu, as in when people give you tips, you know.
Paneer is crazy.
Anyways,
guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 2, season 2. If you watched the video on YouTube, we actually didn't really have any technical difficulties this time. Woo! High five, bitch! Yeah, don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating.
Oh,
and
make sure you comment below.
Yeah, comment please.
What your favourite thing was about this episode.
Yes, we would love the little bit of the boost of engagement. Okay, we'll see you next week, guys.
Love you.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Mwah.